Welcome to RealTalk Undressed, a program that brings you close to the streets and gives you important topics that we're talking about. I know it's Christmas season. A lot of people are traveling to meet their families. A lot of people are spending Christmas with their friends. So we decided to talk on topics that we feel it's important during the Christmas. And we are talking about compliments, criticism, and self-confidence. I feel this topic is very important because compliments can be mistaken for criticism, and this can cause low self-esteem and make people not to be confident or free. With me here, before I introduce them, my name is Deborah Ogbe and I'm your host for today's program. With me here is Irene, hi, and Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Yes, they are very outspoken people, I think, because I know her. Boy, I believe he's outspoken. And today we are going to be talking on these topics. I hope you guys enjoy this show because I know we're going to have fun here. So firstly, I want you guys to tell me what you think criticism is. What do you think is criticism? I'll start with you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
My idea on criticism is when you trying to make a correction in something,
Okay.
or trying to like give somebody your opinion on what the person has done or something general, but giving it in a negative way. It is not a compliment, it's not a praise, but it's the bad way or a negative way of giving a compliment. Probably you're giving your opinion on something, probably somebody did something in class and you don't want to praise the person due to one or two things, or maybe you're not comfortable with the work the person has done. You don't praise the person, you criticize the person's work, you bring the person down, you give the person low self-esteem. That's the main point of criticizing the person. So like, later on, I'll give you like the types of criticism and stuff.
But that's
like,
what you
that's
say
what
criticism
I
is.
think criticism is.
Okay. I'm asking the same question, so can you tell us?
Okay, thank you. I think from my own point of view,
Okay.
criticism is the expression of disapproval
Okay.
of someone or something. When you are doing something wrong and someone criticizes you, that means you know you are wrong.
Okay.
But most times people mistake compliment and criticism.
Okay.
You can't be doing something good and someone will criticize you. Each time when you are criticized, it's because you are doing something bad. That's what I think.
Okay. So you guys are both saying criticism has to do with something. You have to, like, when it's something wrong, that's when you're being criticized.
Ordinarily, criticism is negative in intentions.
Okay.
But like the other kind of criticism, which is constructive criticism,
Okay.
you're giving a praise, but you're not giving it directly.
Okay.
You're giving the praise or you're criticizing in the sense whereby you're expecting the person to change.
Okay.
You're expecting the person to improve in the person's work, but you're not saying, this is what you did, it is bad. You're saying, I think you could do it this way. Instead of saying, I don't like what you did, it's bad, it's wrong, it's this, it's that, you should change. So like you positively criticize. That's the word.
Okay. So I want us to dwell on this criticism very well because I believe it's Christmas season, and for people that have like a big family, let's say for instance you guys are going to your family house, everybody from different parts of the world, as siblings we are not bound to stay around each other. So it gets to a point where most times it's festive period where people now travel back down home to their parents' house so that they can have a good time with their family, because in a year I believe some people travel like once. And most times it's festive periods. So now, let's say for instance you are in a house where you haven't seen your sister or your friend for a very long time, and only for you to see the person. As ladies, the girl, let's say it's a lady and she's looking very nice, and you want to tell her she's looking nice. But if you tell her she's looking nice, it's going to get up in her head and everything, So because of that, you cannot just tell the person you're looking nice. So that period where you see the person and you just say, oh, you're looking so great. But that word, when you say but, that means there's something they are picking on, but you are looking nice. Do you think it's wrong? Do you think the person is criticizing you? Because you can tell somebody something. I don't personally, I don't want us to dwell or see criticism as just a bad thing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because if you criticize a person, you can it's like telling somebody to make corrections.
Yeah.
But these days, the way things are going, because you are in a certain aspect, so people will see it differently. So now I want you guys to tell me, what if you are in this scenario where somebody tell you something or tell you are looking good but add the word "but" in it? What do you think? Do you think the person is...
Firstly, I think all criticism should be taken with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Because definitely you don't know what the person is thinking for the person to have said what he or she said.
Okay.
And for the instance where you gave, where you say, oh, the person compliments, oh, you look nice, but something. When the person says the word "but" after giving a praise, you already have this fear. The person is going to say something bad, condemn you, say, okay, this, that. But like I said, if you want to take corrections on yourself, I learned that the hard way, because I used to flip literally when people say, oh, this, but that, or you did this, that's wrong, you need to make corrections here and here. Like, I didn't want to listen to it because I felt, oh, in time I would learn, or something would happen and I'd have to learn something, but you should not point it out to me. But then I realized later on that if you take everything with a pinch of salt, like you take it that, okay, yes, this person is saying something, but the person is trying to like make corrections, but you still have to like be very careful, because not everybody is trying to correct you in the right way. The person might just be saying it out of hatred, haters and stuff. But like, if you're taking criticism as a person, when I was taking it, when I was learning to deal with people criticizing me, people talking about stuff, I'm like, okay, if they are saying these things, probably I need to change in that aspect. Okay. And then I had to like criticize myself. I had to look into my life, look into my person, and look at, okay, this is where I'm going wrong, and this is where I have to change, this is where I have to turn around, basically. So
okay, all right. Do you have you gone through something like this before, or have you experienced, like the story she just told, have you experienced a situation or a time where somebody just tell you something that, you know, maybe you are, let's say for example, the way you dress, maybe you know you dress this way and you like the way you dress, so if people just meet you and be saying stuff like that, how do you take it?
I've had many experiences about this.
Okay.
But in practice, I want you to understand something. Criticism, most times 80% is negative.
Okay.
But when someone criticizes you, and maybe when someone is giving you a compliment and he has a but there, what you need to do is you need to listen to what the person is saying. Okay. It might be that he or she wants to correct you on what you are not doing right. So now when you now get a compliment but there is a but there, what you need to do is you need to chill and listen to the person very well. Most times when we listen to compliments and criticism, we take it too serious. We are not supposed to take it seriously. It's supposed to build us, it's supposed to correct that error in us. That's what the criticism is all about. Okay. If someone is criticizing, it does not necessarily mean that, okay, you are being hated or something. It needs to correct something in you.
Okay. Alright. So, as she said, everybody have haters. As what Risky would say, we all have haters. Yes. So, my next question is, why is it that most people mistake compliment for criticism? Or why is it that when you compliment somebody, most compliments are taken offensive? I don't know why. So I want you guys to talk about it, because with this idea of this person is hating on me and this person, I'm on Snapchat and I watch Bobrisky every day and I see that 98% of everything he says, errors, stop hearing, you know, and stuff like that. So I feel we should, like, why do you think people are hating? Do you get? So why is it that if you are complimented on, why do people mistake compliment for criticism?
Like I said before, there's something called constructive criticism.
Okay.
People, for example, if we have like a project and we have finished like working on it, we have done everything we could do, and someone comes and says, I think this project could have been done this way, though it's not bad, but I think it should have been done this way, or you guys should have had all the ideas or something. The person's not saying, oh, you guys, I don't like your work. He's telling you, you could have done it better, or you could have improved on it, you could have worked harder on it, something like that.
Okay.
So basically, the person is not telling you it is wrong, it is bad, it is this. He's complimenting you, but he's not saying it directly because he's trying to give you mood for change. Because sometimes when you just come and say, oh, this is good, it's not how do I put it? It's not necessarily okay for that, because you and I both know there's room for change. Probably would have done that project because, oh yes, that's how fast we could do it, or that's how in short time we could execute it.
Okay.
But then the person comes and says, oh, you have to improve on this. I think, the word think, the word I believe, the words like that. You're trying to like give your own insights into it, and then you think, oh, that we should all work on it again, or we should all work on it to improve it. So when you compliment somebody and the person takes it as a criticism, or when you give a constructive criticism, it's almost like a compliment, but it's not a compliment. So it's like you're trying to tell the person, work harder, work better, and like you're giving the person an avenue to improve. So when you're giving a criticism, it says, like you said, let me not say 100%, it's like 80% in the negative aspect.
So do you really think what she's saying is right?
First of all, I want to say something. I don't believe in eating.
Bobrisky doesn't like errors.
I'm saying this because I feel I don't even have haters.
You don't have errors at all.
Okay.
When you are criticized for something, it's either you take it that you have done something wrong. No one is hating you for anything.
At all. Nobody's hating you.
Excuse me. Take Bobrisky for example.
Yeah.
There are people that just wake up and they don't like him. And like I heard someone say, most of the people that don't like him, they are gay people that cannot come out. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like for you to hate what somebody's doing, for example, Bobrisky, he's gay. He's not saying it.
No, excuse me.
But you can't see it.
Let me correct something.
Okay.
The people that are hating him,
I don't think it's only people that
let me tell you, there are gays that are scared of coming out.
Okay.
People that are not gay, straight men, straight women, they actually don't care. They don't have time.
They have time.
They don't have time.
Okay.
About Bobrisky.
Exactly.
Put whoever is hating on Bobrisky in a room with that's the guy with another guy, and then what will happen after 5 days?
Okay.
Just watch.
About
He wants to say something about
Bobrisky.
Yes, dear.
This guy said it several times that he's not a gay.
He stamps it. That's what he said.
That's what
Maybe
he
he's
said.
scared because of the laws in Nigeria.
That's it.
But I want to tell you something. I'm not gay. But each time I look at his snap, I don't like Bobrisky. I'm not hating on him. Why?
That's what I'm saying. You
Because
don't
he's
care.
doing something that he's not supposed to do. That's not hating.
Are you being a Christian by saying he's doing something he's not supposed to do, or you're just saying, okay,
No, let's not put religion into this. Let's not put religion. Morally, he's not doing something right. Now, if I'm now criticizing
moral.
morals are things in the society that are
But
not
the
right.
morals in other states like America, the UK, the morals are loud.
But he's not living in America. He's living in Nigeria. Are you telling me that being gay is moral?
Okay. That's you.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been shut up.